we can deal with heat more than others, but really the secret is just don't go outside. We go where it's nice and air conditioned, you know what I mean? So, and we just stay indoors. But yeah, it's double bad for me because with my migraines, I have such a sensitivity to light. So it is absurdly bright outside. It's like walking right to the sun. No, it's crazy. Also, I have to take a special note of this. I had just finished my video of Death to Soldier, and I was going to go see X-Men First Class as soon as I was done with that. So today was the day I went to see X-Men. But I was reading on Twitter, and I was so down on myself because somebody came up with the best joke, and it's such a bad joke. I can't believe I didn't come up with it, because usually I'm all over the bad jokes, the really obvious jokes. And the joke was, there's a scene where Reverend is on trial. Somebody made the joke, why didn't you say it with a kangaroo court? I was like, yes, damn it! Oh, God. I should have gone for that one. Anyway, fighting on the headache. Okay, though. As long as I stay hydrated. It's always, I think it's really just kind of a fact of heat stroke where you gotta stay hydrated. Anyway, X-Men First Class. I have to just, how do I describe this one? As with every review I do, I have to either admit my bias or lack thereof and kind of describe my state of mind going into any of these videos. So here it goes. I was not looking forward to X-Men First Class at all. And in fact, I had pretty much made up my mind to hate this movie before I walked in. And I don't usually do that, but I hated this one walking in. So I'll explain. And the reason I walked in hating this one is because I hate the X-Men movies. All of them. You know, every single one of them, I hate them. I hate them good. They are terrible. The first movie is nigh unwatchable. And the third movie is worse than that. The first movie, I can't even... What the fuck was Magneto's plan in that movie? What the fuck? They're all... And the one I can tolerate, the second one, is still not very good. It is below average at best, and it really is only carried by the fact the action in X-Men 2 is better. That's really all it is. Like, the action was watchable, and the plot made more sense. But it's not a good movie. So yeah, and then Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, had pretty much put the last nail in that coffin for me. I was
Worse than tonight after my parents would have been in the living room. And
just rage about X-Men Origins. And you can probably hear the air conditioner back there, but I'm going to keep this short. So yeah, what did I think about X-Men First Class? I really liked it a lot.
Huh.
It is by far the best X-Men movie ever. That's by far. And in fact, I hate it shouldn't even be in the same genre, you know, the same framework. Those other four movies are so bad in comparison. Not even in comparison, they are objectively all bad. But X-Men First Class is so high above, in the sheer sense that it's watchable. But it's very good. And I started to wonder why.
Probably. I'll take care of that in a minute.
Well, because
you need it right now?
Much more. No. I really like the ensemble cast, like the core talent that was at the heart of this one. You know, James McAvoy,
probably,
and all the cameo roles. Kevin Bacon, of course. Mike Blindside, a great cameo, by the way. Really, I loved all the guest stars. I wouldn't even call them cameos, but the guest stars in this play. All very good. At first, I thought it was because of that, but really, the other X-Men movies had a very good cast as well. You know, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, you really don't get much better than that. You know, so I don't know. I think it really comes down to script, budget, effects, and direction. pretty much all those are done. Like I said, I was gonna go with the ensemble cast, but I don't think that's it, because really even in the bad X-Men movies, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are the best part. You know. And of course Wolverine, the Hugh Jackman. He's always very good. It's really stunning to me, actually, thinking back on the old X-Men movies, that they are as bad as they are, because there's a lot of talent there that is wasted, that is just squandered, who deserves a better movie, with the better set of movies than the one they got. Really reminiscent of that. And I really, honestly, now thinking back on it, the effects are what really hold it back. Really hold all those movies back. Even the most recent one, Wolverine, the effects in that movie are horrible. Look at that scene. If you don't believe me, go watch X-Men vs. Wolverine and watch that scene where he's in the bathroom and he's playing with his metal claws, his new metal claws, and he's cut shut. Oh, that is so bad. Oh, I have to rewind. I feel the need to talk about some of the previews. Speaking of the Hugh Jackman, he's in a movie called Real Steel, and I know I'm late to the party on this one because I know Brad talked about this. He mentioned some movie, and I wasn't even really listening. He's like, "Did you see Real Steel?" And I go, "No." He's like, "Oh, you'll know when you see it. You gotta see this movie." So I watched this preview, and it starts like a boxing movie, and then you got Hugh Jackman play the boxer, and then there's robots. And then it turns into, okay, fuck it, it's not Real Steel, it's Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the movie. That's what it is. It's a boxing movie with Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Now, I can't even call it a movie. It's almost like this movie was made on a dare. You know, like it's almost, I could actually see someone from Channel Awesome, like, betting me $1,000. Like, I bet you couldn't make a movie out of Rock'em Sock'em Robots. And I'm like, oh, you get me Hugh Jackman, we'll put this Rock'em Sock'em shit on. You know, it looks so bad. But you know what? It is such an unbelievable premise. It looks like such a sideshow, like a carnival free ride, that I think pretty much everyone's going to see Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It's going to be that kind of movie. The other one, This is one of the cutest things I've ever seen, and I rarely remark on cuteness because I hate cuteness, but I think what they're doing is they're rebooting the Spy Kids franchise, because there's a new Spy Kids movie, but it's just called Spy Kids. So I think very oddly they're rebooting it. Starring Jessica Alba, and that's about it. It has this, if you look at the villain of this movie is essentially like an Elseworld Dr. Insano. He acts like Dr. At least that's what I saw. At least, like any good mad scientist villain, he has goggles. That's the starting point with any mad scientist villain. You gotta rock the goggles. That's where Dr. Insano started with. You gotta have some eyewear. You gotta have the headgear set you apart. You gotta ask questions. But the best part of that one was at the end. Like, we don't know the title. It's pretty obviously it's a Spy Kids movie because they're playing with the gadgets, but the title goes, Spy Kids. And the title, Spy Kids, in 4D. And everyone kind of chuckles. They're like, that's 4D. And then there's this little kid, goes, in the most breathless, awestruck voice, goes, 4D. I was like, Spy Kids in 4D, and then he goes, 4D? Yeah, that was close. 4D? And that's one more D. and like, it was the cutest thing, I swear to God. This kid was like the most genius marketing gimmick ever. And this kid was like, 4D? We gotta see it now. Like, seriously, the 4D sold that kid. You know, like, the kid was like, oh, Spy Kid. 4D? Oh, classic. Oh, 4D. 4D. Okay. That kid is gonna remember that for the rest of his life. But the moment he saw this movie, you know, he's seen the 3D. This shit, 4D.